Okay, so teachers, we are now recording, so let's begin.
Hello, teachers, and welcome to your pre-job training. Now, for today, we are going to discuss three topics. So, the first topic is we're going to walk through our tutor client, including our process and rules. Now, remember, teachers, that when we say tutor client, this is going to be your main system. So, basically, everything is going to happen inside our tutor client. Now, once we are done discussing our tutor client, then our next topic is going to be our teaching platforms. Now, teachers here in Acadsoc, we are only using two teaching platforms, and those are ClassIn and a classroom. Now, later on, I will also show you on how ClassIn looks like and how a classroom will look like as well. Now, I will also give you instructions on how you can practice these platforms even without your students, so that at least once you start your classes, you're already comfortable using these platforms. Now, once we're done discussing these classrooms, then our last topic is going to be our class handling checklist and teaching environment. So, we are going to learn what are the things that we need to do when it comes to introduction, lesson proper, and the wrap up that is according to our QA standards. Now let's go to our tutor client. Now, teachers, when we say tutor client, you actually have two ways on where you can log in or where you want to use the tutor client. So the first one is we have the application, the one that you've downloaded, and the second one is the browser version. Now, teachers always make sure that you will prioritize using our application. Why? Because there are actually some features in our application that is not available on your browser version. All right. Now, just in case that the application is not working, or let's say it's loading very slow, then that's the time you can transfer to your browser version. Right. Okay. Now let's log in. All right. So let's type our password here. All right. So teachers, if you have noticed, whenever you log in to your application or even on your browser, you always have this notification, right? Yes. Now, teachers, you don't really have to worry about this notification because this is only just, a reminder that you haven't finished your personal data page, okay? Now, if you would click on confirm, then you will be redirected to the personal data page. Then you can continue filling it out, okay? However, if you are done with your personal data and you still see this notification, then you can just simply close it. No worries, that notification wouldn't affect anything in your tutor client. Now, the first page of our tutor client, or this is also our first tab here, this is what we call our dashboard. Now, teachers, here in our dashboard, you have your bulletin board. We also have the teaching dynamics, and of course, we have the teaching points. Now, if you wonder why you don't see the teaching points on your dashboard, no worries because that part will appear once you start your classes. Now let's discuss what is teaching points and how do we get these points. So first is for each class that you will be able to complete, you will earn points, okay? So it means to say the more classes you finish or open or complete, then the more points you will earn, especially teachers if you finish classes during the weekends, okay? Because you can get higher points once the class is done on the weekend. Now, next is we also have here the good rating. Now, of course, you will also earn points once you have received a good rating. But how do we get this good rating? So every after class, your student will have the option to leave you ratings. All right. Now, our ratings here are in the form of stars. The highest that you can get is going to be 5 stars. However, teachers, if your student, let's say, didn't give you any ratings, or let's say they just forgot to give you ratings, That's okay because automatically teachers, you will still receive 4 stars because 4 stars here is our default star. However, if your student gave you 3 stars or below, then that's automatically deemed as complaint, okay? But no worries because even though it's going to be tagged as complaint, it's not going to be taken